What did you intend to build? What were the intentions behind the launch of your business? Did you intend to build something that eventually you'd sell it, or eventually you'd sell it to your employees, or eventually you'd pass it on to your kids? What were your original intentions when you started your business? What are the constraints that you've come across, the obstacles, right? What are some of the things that are very common to many of us as owners? Is three things that come to mind. One is sales and marketing. Like, do you have a predictable sales and marketing process? Do you know what your revenue is going to be in 3 months, in 6 months? Most of us can't predict what our revenue is going to be in the future, and that's a constraint. Most of us have operation and execution challenges, right? So is that a constraint? What about the financial, the revenue and the net profit? Is that a constraint? Do you know, based on your revenue this month, what your net profit is predicted to be? So if you get a P&L, or you got a CFO or somebody that does your books, when you look at your revenue for last month, do you know before they tell you what your net profit should be? Most of us, that's a constraint. And then the fourth one is, what about from a leadership and management standpoint? What's your capacity as an owner, as a leader in the company? What's your capacity? And if you grew your capacity, wouldn't that help your business grow? And then what about your team? If you helped the leadership and management capacity of your teammates grow, wouldn't that help you? So those are very common constraints. What are we going to do about it? What's the strategy? Well, the strategy is to get a membership with Conduit. And as a part of your membership with Conduit, the plan is to get alongside you and teach you how to build a sales and marketing process that's predictable. The goal with the membership of Conduit is to teach you how to have a very predictable operations and execution process. That you know that if this many jobs come in, that you're going to execute at this level of competency. We're going to teach you how to evaluate your financial infrastructure, that you will know, when based on your revenue, what your net profit will be in a range, right? So if your revenue is X, then you know that your net profit's going to be Y. So we're going to teach you how to do all those things. And then the fourth thing we're going to teach you to do is we're going to identify the capacity you have as a leader, and we're going to get alongside you, and we're going to audit your capacity, and then we're going to raise that. And then we're going to evaluate the leaders in your company and audit their capacity and raise that. So when you look at Conduit getting alongside you and helping you build that sales and marketing infrastructure, help build that operations infrastructure, help build the financial infrastructure, and help build the leadership and management infrastructure, and assess the resources that you need with technology, assess the resources that you need with like bookkeeping services or fractional CFO services, et cetera. So the strategy by being a member of Conduit is to help you in all those areas, with the ultimate goal, going back to the intention of why you started your business, is to, in fact, build a business 5 years from now that is sellable to your staff, that is something in 5 years or 10 years that you can pass on to your kids, that's something of value.